that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now. It's Parsons, and he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to let it go here for Hillman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, Johnson. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Graves. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Graves. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Graves. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off play action, Graves. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mills. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down throw for Mills. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Mills on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. This is Hillman with him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw, Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Graves toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Graves. Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st down, Graves.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
From 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlson on for the PAT. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, Graves.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw. Graves. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills being chased. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Mills to the air again. Steps away to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Graves got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Etienne, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play action now, Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Young. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Graves. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Graves. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Mills. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mills now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Parsons. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action. Mills trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mills. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start.
Interesting. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. 1st down, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Graves. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw on second down, Graves.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
On 3rd and 2, Graves.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warner.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw is Mills.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Mills again.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A give to Etienne running right.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mills on 1st down.
This is Hillman with it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, Mills.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now Mills on 4th down.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Graves.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Mills. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Mills. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
He's going to let it go here for Hillman. And this is going to be intercepted. Running right through him.
And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Mills throw into the hands of Fan.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Parsons, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mills to throw it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Parsons. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll keep it on the ground. Parsons. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Play fake. Mills.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
4th down, Mills.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead